Hey y'all, Della here with Growing Tropical, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can create a hanging basket that looks a lot like this for a lot less money than you might think. If you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, here is the basket, the matching basket to the one that I showed you guys in the start of this video. This is a 20-inch round wire basket, and it's got these large holes all around it. And so obviously we can't plant anything in this basket because the dirt will fall right through it. So normally what we do, what I always do is I just go and I buy the I think very expensive core liners that go in these baskets. And I thought to myself, how's another way that I can actually come up with lining these baskets that could be a little bit more cost effective? So I was thinking, about things that I could put in here in line. There's sphagnum moss, it comes in sheets and it comes loose or whatever. But a lot of that type stuff, when I'm using like the loose stuff, obviously, you have to get it good and soppy wet, and it ends up still kind of gaping through the holes when the dirt starts drying. You can buy the sheet moss actually, and you can kind of lay it in around, but again, it puckers for me, and it's not really very cost effective. Those are kind of expensive as well when you start having to put a lot of that sphagnum moss in there. So I thought, okay, what other way could I line these baskets? So I was going up and down some of the big box stores, and I was just kind of had this thought in mind, and I was looking for something, and I came across the aisle where they had all the weed barriers, like the barriers where they lay down in the landscape to keep the weeds out. And I thought, gosh, I could probably line my baskets with that. So what I did was I bought a big, large, I believe it was I'll show it to you guys. It's 3 foot by 50 foot, and it's just a very thin weed barrier. And the beautiful thing about was that it allowed water and air to penetrate. And I thought, okay, well, that's a good thing. So what I did was I used the basket that I showed you guys in the start of this video. I used it as a little bit of an experiment, and it's been in for several weeks, and it's looking fantastic. And when I'm watering it, the water is going through and dripping through the bottom like it should. And but it's maintaining a good moisture level, but it's not rotting. And so far, so good. So I thought what I would do is show you guys how I did this with lining this basket. And then what I'll do is after I get this basket all planted up, and we'll come back and we'll take a look at it, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay, so here it is, all planted up. Doesn't it look pretty? So all I did was I just laid out that weed barrier. I cut a 3 foot 2 inch section out of that roll, and I just lined the basket, poured my dirt in there, and planted it up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I didn't talk to you guys about actually what I was putting in here because I got really excited about the lining, the liner that I'm using. But the New Guinea Sunpatient that I have here in the center, and then around the sides are sweet Alyssum, all considered annuals and will do well in a full sun. So all I have to do is just get her all watered up, but I am super excited to be able to actually do it this way, and I'm really, really hoping that that weed barrier is something that I can continue to use. What I'm going to do is just, it's trial and error. Like I said, I just wanted to throw it out there and see what you guys thought. And let me know if it's something that you guys try. Let me know if it works for you or if it doesn't, for that matter. But I'm going to be using these 2 baskets actually as my experiment before I go any farther and try to do any other baskets, just to make sure that it's going to work. But if it does, it is going to be a significant savings, because those core liners are very expensive. And anyone who does the larger baskets like this, the 20-inch baskets, they're even more expensive than than the smaller ones. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and I'm sure love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. So until the next video, bye.